Good afternoon, girls. Today I am beginning a new chapter in mathematics, chapter number 6, similar triangles. Okay. Now, before going into the main part of the chapter, we are going to first study the concept of similarity, how it is different from congruence, right? Congruence you have studied in your previous classes, and today we are going to study what are similar figures, how they are different from the congruent figures, and what is a symbol of similarity, what are the different conditions of similarity. All that we are going to study today. So I'm going to introduce the chapter first today, and then in the next video we're going to start with the theorems and the exercise questions. Now, first I will talk about congruence. Now you all know that congruent figures or congruent objects are those objects or those figures which have exactly same shape and size, right? Those objects which have same shape and same size, they are called congruent objects. And one more important thing in congruence is that if you superimpose one on the other, it will exactly cover each other. Yes, so they exactly cover each other when they are superimposed. This is what the meaning of congruence is. So when we talk about congruent figures, if we say exactly this is a square, this is a square, these are congruent because they have same size and they have same shape, and one superimposed on the other or this on the other will exactly cover. Okay. Similarly, we have congruent triangles. This concept, children, we have studied in class 7th and then in class 9th. Then one more. If I take two circles, same radii, when they have same radii, they will be congruent to each other. Okay. So you all know what is the meaning of the word congruence. I repeat, congruent figures and congruent shapes are those which have exactly same shape and size, and when they are superimposed on each other, they will exactly cover each other, right? Now, coming to similarity. We are going to study similar triangles, but first we are going to study similarity, okay? Now, two figures or two shapes, okay, two geometric figures are exactly similar when they have same shape, okay, when they have same shape, not necessarily that they have same size. I repeat, similar figures are those figures which have same shape, like a triangle. Both of them have same shape, okay, so they are similar. Okay, one more thing you have to remember, that if any triangle is similar, it will have same angles, means it will have equal angles. So we can say that any similar figures will have same shape, they will be having same or equal angles. Fine. Okay, if I change the angle of this triangle, what will happen? The shape of this triangle will change, and then this triangle will not be similar to this triangle. I repeat what I said, that because similar figures have same shape and same angles or equal angles, if suppose the angle of any one of the triangle changes, what will change? Its shape will change, and when its shape will change, definitely they will not be similar to each other. Okay. Now, we can have similar triangles, we can have similar circles, we can have similar line segments, we can have similar squares. Okay, so this is a another example of similar squares. Okay, so wait, if it is a rectangle, suppose I make a rectangle, these are similar rectangles. Okay, then there can be similar squares. So what did I say? What are similar objects? Similar figures or similar objects will be those which will have same shape, they will have same angles, and not necessarily they will have same size. Because if they will have same size, they will become congruent to each other. Okay, so this is the main difference between similarity and congruent objects. Congruent objects have same shape and size, they exactly cover each other, but similar figures, two geometrical figures will be similar when they have same shape and they will have same angles. Okay, now you also know that when we write congruent objects, when we write congruence, this is the symbol of congruence. This is the symbol of congruence. But this is the symbol of similarity. When I say if one figure is similar to the other, suppose this triangle is similar to this triangle, then there is this similarity sign. Okay, so you have to remember that this is how we write similar. When this symbol is shown, it means the two figures are similar to each other. Now, when the two objects now because we are going to focus only on the geometric figures and mainly on triangles, so we are going to mainly now talk about similar triangles. Similar two triangles, if I take ABC and DEF. Now, because we have studied already congruence, you know the meaning of the word corresponds to, and we make this arrow both the side, and how this triangle corresponds to this triangle. That means angle A will correspond to angle D. These are corresponding parts, right? Angle B will correspond to angle E, and angle C will correspond to angle F, right? When we talk about these are angles, these are corresponding angles. Now when we talk about corresponding sides, it will be AB corresponds to what? DE. AC will correspond to, you have to understand the meaning of correspond, that DF, AC will be corresponding to DF, and BC will be corresponding side to which one? EF, right? So these are the basic things which you have already studied in your previous classes. What is the meaning of the word congruence? What are the congruent corresponding angles and corresponding sides and corresponding vertices? Now we can define similar triangles as the angles, we can define similar triangles as the triangles which have same shape, right, and have equal angles, equal corresponding angles. Okay, the triangles which have same shape and have equal corresponding angles are called similar triangles. And I told you that the angles are equal. If one of the angle of the triangle will change, then the shape will not be same, and therefore then they will not be similar. Okay, now we can also have two similar squares. Two similar squares, we can have two similar line segments, we can have two similar circles. This is another similar, these are another similar example, 1, 2 and 3. So what did I say? I repeat, similar figures are those figures which have same shape, okay, they will have same angles, and if they have same size, then they will become congruent. Okay, so this is the main difference between congruent figures and the similar figures. Now remember 2 points. You will write all these points in your notebook, maths notebooks. Two polygons are similar if two conditions are there. I am writing polygons because it will be for all the polygons, but because we are going to focus on the triangles, so then we are going to only learn the theorems or study the theorems which is related to triangles. Now two polygons or two triangles, if we want to talk about only triangles, they will be similar if, number one, they have equal angles. Yes, they have equal angles, their corresponding angles are equal. I showed you just now and their corresponding sides are in proportion to each other. Okay, I repeat, two polygons will be similar only when they have equal angles, okay, and the corresponding sides are in proportion to each other, or they are in the same ratio. Okay, now suppose how they will be proportional, how will be right? I will consider two triangles ABC and DEF. What did I say? Two triangles will be similar when they have equal angles, and therefore in the symbolic form we are going to write angle A will be equal to angle D, angle B will be equal to angle E, and this angle C will be equal to angle F. And the second condition is, I said the corresponding sides will be in proportion. That means what? AB upon DE, the ratios will be equal. So AB upon DE will be equal to AC upon DF will be equal to BC upon EF. They are in proportion, or we can write that they are in the same ratio. So when any two figures are congruent to each other, they will be equiangular. We can also say that they have equal angles. We can also use the term equiangular, right? So they are equiangular and their corresponding sides are in proportion, or they are in the same ratio. So today in your notebook you will write the meaning of the definition of congruence. Then you write two examples of congruent objects or two congruent figures. Then you can write one more thing. You know, there are different conditions in congruence. Similarly, we have different conditions in similarity. Okay, so you know that what are the congruence conditions? The congruence conditions are SSS, okay, then ASA and RHS and SAS. These are the four congruent conditions. We have also studied AAS in class 9th. And when we talk about the similarity criterion, we are going to study in this SSS similarity. Okay, we also have SAS similarity and we have AAA similarity. Okay, so these are some congruence criterion, then these are some similarity criterion. I also told you that the symbol of congruence is this, and this is a similarity symbol, right? Then the first exercise of this chapter, 6.1, you can solve. Easy it is. In the first question you have fill in the blanks, which says that all circles are, there are two options given, congruent and similar. You can write the correct answer. All squares are similar. Now all circles are similar because and if they have same, any circle will have same shape, you know that. But if it has the same radius, it will become congruent. So therefore in this the correct answer will be all circles are similar. Then all squares have same sides, they have same angles, so they are similar. All dash triangles are similar. Now which triangles will be similar? All dash triangles will be similar. What do you think? What will be the answer? There are two options given. One is equilateral and the other option which is given is isosceles. So according to you, which triangles will be always similar? Equilateral, because they have same sides, right, and same angles. Okay, and same side means equal sides. We can say it will have the same shape. So we have to mainly focus on the shape of the figure and the angles of the figure when we are talking about similar polygons. Then the next question is, give two different examples of the pair of similar figures and non-similar figures. You can write two examples of two similar figures and two non-similar figures. You can draw the figures, and then in the next diagram there are two diagrams given. State whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not, and then you can give the reason. One is a quadrilateral and one is a square. All the sides are equal. So you have to say whether they are similar or not. You will say they are not similar because they do not have same shape. You know why? Because one is this shape and one is having this shape. So do you think they have same shape? When they do not have same shape, they will not be similar to each other. So today what you do, you will start with this exercise, the introduction, triangles, and you will write the definition of congruence, write the definition of similarity, then the different conditions you can write, and write some examples of similar figures, and then some examples of the congruent figures. Then complete the exercise 6.1. In my next video I will explain you what is the basic proportionality theorem, right? And then we come to the next exercise. So today you complete 6.1, and if you have any doubt, children, you can ask me. First exercise has only 3 questions. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.